Hello students, in today's video lecture we are going to do Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare, and we are going to cover Act 4 Scene 1. Just the scene analysis. It is also known as the trial scene, as the scene took place in Venice, a court of justice. So I'll just quickly summarize in brief the entire scene. Act 4, Scene 1, as I said, it took place in Venice, a court of justice. It is a great public spectacle in the court of Venice. The Duke as the judge, the Magnificos of Venice as audience, Antonio as accused, and Bassanio and Gratiano, his friends, are already present. Shylock has rejected all appeals to be merciful. There is nothing else to do. Antonio praises the Duke for his efforts. Shylock is called in. The Duke has not yet given up hope. Perhaps Shylock will show mercy at the last moment. Shylock does not change his mind at all these pleas. He wants the terms of the bond to be fulfilled. It is his whim, which means desire, which makes him demand a pound of flesh. Bassanio's pleas fall on deaf ears. Antonio asks the court to give its judgment and let the Jew have his will. Bassanio offers 6,000 ducats. Shylock rejects the money. He argues with the Duke that as the slaves are shown no mercy because they are purchased with money, similarly he has paid for a pound of flesh and he has every right over it. Bassanio offers more and more of Portia's money, but without avail. Portia now arrives, disguised as a lawyer, with Nerissa disguised as a clerk. She requests the Duke to allow him to take up Antonio's case. She produces a letter of introduction from Dr. Bellario. The trial proceeds. She urges Shylock to be merciful, which is promptly rejected. Portia points out to Bassanio that to compel the Jew to accept a large sum of money instead of the pound of flesh would be to create wrong precedents in the laws of Venice. Shylock is pleased and addresses Portia as the second Daniel. Portia asks Shylock to keep his knife ready and also a weighing scale to weigh the flesh. Next, she calls upon Antonio to express his last wish. Antonio welcomes his death and bids a pathetic farewell to Bassanio. The latter, emotionally charged, is ready to sacrifice everything, even his wife, to save his friend. Portia gives a sarcastic reply to this and asks Antonio to bear his bosom. As Shylock gets ready, Portia asks him to call a surgeon at his cost, but he does not oblige as it is not in the bond. She then warns him only to take his pound of flesh, but not to shed a drop of blood, otherwise all his property will be confiscated. Shylock knows that the law has undone him. He agrees to accept triple amount of the debt, but Portia insists that he must keep to the strict terms of the bond. Unsettled by this, Shylock asks for the original money, that is the principal amount, 3,000 ducats, but Portia will allow him only a pound of flesh, no more, no less. Shylock wants to leave the court, but Portia detains him. If an alien, now here alien means outsider, plots against the life of a Venetian, then he must yield half his position to that citizen and other half to the state. The life of the offender is at the mercy of the Duke, who magnanimously pardons the Jew. Shylock is ruined. He is also ordered to convert to Christianity. This is the cruelest blow. He leaves the court a broken man. The trial over, the Duke invites Portia to dine with him. She regrets that she must be excused. That means she refuses the invite, saying that she has to leave for Padua same night, that is tonight. The Duke leaves, reminding Antonio to reward the lawyer. Bassanio promptly offers him 3,000 ducats. Portia refuses this as Antonio's acquittal is reward enough. When Bassanio insists on paying her, she asks for her ring. Bassanio is in dilemma. He cannot give away his wife's ring, Portia, when given by his wife Portia. When both of them leave, Antonio urges his friend to give the ring to the lawyer, and so Bassanio sends Gratiano with his ring. Next, Act 4, Scene 2. Now, Act 4, Scene 2 is in fact a continuation of the previous scene. It's a very small scene, short scene, where Gratiano overtakes Portia and Nerissa in a street and gives the ring of Bassanio to Portia. Nerissa cleverly manages to extract her own ring from Gratiano.